What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Crazy Dog here, for a little response video to last night's debacle against the Raiders. So, going into this game, I said I hope the Browns win, but I knew that deep down we're probably going to lose because Josh McCown sucks. And I was right. Josh McCown, so far this year, has thrown, 2 interceptions in 2 games that he's played in. Manziel, I don't think he's thrown a single pick. He's thrown 2 touchdowns. So, Pettine chose McCown over Manziel to start this week over against the Raiders. Horrible decision. McCown looked, he didn't even try to run. Like, you touch him and he goes down. Honestly, I could go into the game. I could speak for hours about this game, but I'm not going to. I mean, this team, man, I mean, it's interesting. Like, I thought this team would be so much better than it actually is, but it isn't. We still suck. We sucked for 15 years. I mean, even when we made the playoffs, we did okay, but I mean, wild card game isn't really. I'm not gonna get all woo, man. We made the wild card game, woo. No, I'm not gonna get all hyped up about that. That was ironically the last time the Raiders made the playoffs too. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? But well, pretty much my analysis from the game was we played horrible. Defense played horrible. Offense didn't wake up until the second half when we were already down by like 14 points. Defense just looked like they didn't even get out of bed. Like they just wanted to let's just go play the game and hope we can win. I mean, come on. Last week we tortured Marcus Mariota. This week we get torched by Derek Carr. And what's even worse is next week we got to play Phillip Rivers, which I don't know how to feel about that. But back to the Raiders Browns debacle. So we go down at half, 17-3. I'm thinking, damn, this is either gonna be just like last year's Steeler game where we came back, tied the game, lost in the end, or this is just gonna be a whole nother mess. And I was partially right. It is a whole nother mess. Defense couldn't stop anything. They couldn't stop the run. Raiders are passing all over us. It's almost like the defensive secondary gave up. The only one that really played hard was Deontay Whitner. And I mean, Tramon Williams was there and he was doing things, but I mean, Pierre Desir showed up a little bit. But Joe Hayden, oh God, we call him All-Pro Joe. He got scorched so many times. He got worked by Amari Cooper. I mean, he shows up against like the All-Pro, like AJ Green and Antonio Brown, but when he's going against a rookie, he got worked. I mean, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, where's our big receiver?" Oh yeah, he's suspended for the year. I mean, we have Dwayne Bowe, but we don't use him. He's literally just here for the money until he plays, which I don't know if he'll play next week or what. I don't know what's the deal with that. So, my thoughts are we just suck. We need to do something about this week against the Chargers because a lot of people are outraged against Josh McCown. I mean, he came back. He tried, but ultimately you got to win the game. And he didn't win. He's 0-2 now as a starter, making Manziel look that much better because Manziel actually won a game. Manziel has more wins than Joe Flacco this year. I mean, it's one win. Says something, doesn't it? I think he has more wins than Drew Brees, too. If I'm not mistaken, they're 0-3, too. So, there you go. So, Chargers this week. Then we have the Ratbirds after that. That's going to be fun, especially if the Ratbirds lose to the Steelers this week. Which, of course, the Steelers are without Big Ben, so, will the Ravens get their first win? I don't know. They do, then watch out. They're gonna pass us right up. They're gonna be like, okay, Browns, back to your basement, unless the team can do something and maybe start Manziel or make some changes and go after Phillip Rivers. I mean, unless we do something, this team is just gonna fall right back to the pit. We'll be drafting top 5. Probably draft a. I mean, I don't even know who we could draft. Another quarterback. I don't know. To continue the carousel. I don't know. Well, Amari Cooper made tons of plays. I will say that we couldn't stop the run. I mean, Latavius Murray was running all over us. I mean, they said, oh yeah, the defense should stop the run. From the looks of it, they couldn't stop they didn't stop the run. No. I mean, in the middle, yeah. Because you're running right into a big meaty man up there. A big boy up there in Danny Shelton. But when you run around the sides, you're literally unopposed. They run around the tackles, and there's no one there. They got 30, 20-yard gains on that. But the play that disgusts me the most, blocking a punt when you have an amazing, and I mean amazing, punt returner in Travis Benjamin. You tried to block a punt when he could return the ball, possibly for a touchdown. You don't know. Or you would have able to caught it. You never know how that's going to go because Mingo mauled the punter. I mean, it's different if you can avoid the punter because then you have guys down there. Whereas Mingo could not stop. I don't know if he really wanted to. Mauled Marquette King like he's a freaking dog. And then that kept their drive going. They scored a touchdown on that drive. And then, later in the game, they punt to us with like 4 minutes left in the fourth. And Travis Benjamin calls a fair catch. Does not catch it. He muffs it. Raiders get the ball back. Although that time they didn't do anything. And they didn't kick a field goal because they didn't want to happen to them what happened to Alabama in the Auburn-Alabama game 2 years ago. 2 years ago. When Auburn returned a missed field goal for a touchdown. Because Travis Benjamin would literally scorch that whole team because you don't have any fast guys on that team. I mean, literally, the fastest guy is probably the field goal kicker, and he isn't fast at all compared to Travis Benjamin. Unless you maybe have a receiver in there or something. I don't know. I don't even know. So they punt it to us. Then there was this whole debacle about where the ball would be placed, on the 20 or on the 2. Of course, they say it was placed in the 2. More homage to the the drive against us, the Broncos. So we started on a 2-yard line, thinking, okay, this should be good. First play of that drive, McCown goes back, heaves a bomb to Travis Benjamin. Travis Benjamin can't catch it because McCown can't throw bombs like Manziel can. Manziel would have put it right in the money. But McCown, no. Nope, it died. It didn't even get to him. My nose is itching like crazy today. So, we moved down the field. I don't know what to expect. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we could score here with a, good play. Duke Johnson takes a screen pass for 20 yards at least to the 30-yard line. And I'm thinking, okay, we could probably score here. Well, I was wrong. So McCown goes back to pass. Camera shows, like, he shows the ball, shows a wide open Travis Benjamin, but there's one problem. Charles Woodson was there, and he picked it off, ended the game. So for my final thoughts on this game, we played horrible. Like I said before, something needs to change for this week against the Chargers. Of course, the Chargers are the same record as us, so we'll see how that goes. I'll probably do a preview video on that game, probably Wednesday if I feel like it. Most likely Wednesday. Alright, it's been Crazy Dog. I'm always 100% Dog Pound. Peace!